course, I'm just getting underway with the car here, and thought I'd hang my jacket up, you know. Wife and I were working on it since, well, pretty much since it got here. We've been really, took the Lando top off and everything else like that. I'm going to turn this crap down. And I was taking the under padding off. I never realized they put so much filler on this. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's gobs of it that were underneath the vinyl top. It was ridiculous, ridiculous or something like that. Yeah, I've been working on it. Got a little scraper of the old Canadian Tire multi-tool that came with the kit, and it's actually been doing a really good job. There's the trunk lid. Just kind of working away at it. Took everything else off. The metal piece off of here that sits back here. I still got to take these clips out and pull the back window off and those side windows off. Basically, we're gonna do a full, pretty much restoration on this. So hopefully, we'll get well underway over the winter here and get this thing going. But yeah, it's this little Canadian Tire scrapey tool thingy is working out pretty well. I'll sand it down in a bit and see how well it comes out. As you can tell, this is all body fill on this thing. I never thought from the manufacturer they would put that much fill on it. But I guess, you know, it makes it thicker or something for the vinyl top or whatever it is. Don't really care if it's coming off. This chrome's coming off. A lot of that shit's coming off. I don't care for it. So yeah, we'll get under it, you know. It's because it's something I want to do. Alright, so just have a watch, I guess. I'm just going to try and clean up this side of the car like I did the other side. Use the old Canadian Tire multi-tool. Was not expecting all that body fill on this thing. Let me tell you, it's almost retarded. You can see it as soon as you take it down to that point. It literally just cuts right off. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look into it, why they put so much body fill underneath this Lando top. But if you look, I don't know if you can see it, is this little piece right here. Right there. I can't tell if that's metal, like they join the two pieces back here or something. I have to look into it and see what the hell. It looks like they joined two pieces there for some reason. I wouldn't think it would be like that. Yeah, well. Ah, this is pretty much taken down as far as I can get it. There's a lot of crusty shit up there still, but oh well. So basically, I've taken it down, trying to get all that crap, all the padding that was underneath the Lando or whatever vinyl top. I'll undo these chrome pieces on the from the inside of the window there and pull them off. Back window can come out. Just got to pull everything else, clean up all the crap. Yeah, well, the headliner's out from the interior. It's over there, and well, it's underway. It's, I think, just between the two of my wife and I think that's a nice step, anyways, in the right direction. Gonna cut these little nubs off that the sliders for the Lando go into to pinch it down. These little plastic clips that are sitting, there's part of one left over there. I'll cut those little nubs off. Get rid of that, some of that shit. Yeah, I'll switch the attachment on that universal scrape, cut, and do everything tool. I'll switch it to a sander and see if I can't sand some of this down and see what it looks like. Because on the other side there, it's so much filler. There's half an inch. So I'm not sure exactly. I don't know if you can see that, but there's filler right there. So I'll have to check, because it looks like they put it on to get something that it'll glue to or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to look into it and see. If most people just take the filler off and scrape it right out, scrape it right down to the metal, or what. It'd be great if it did, because there's, 1/16 to almost an eighth of filler on this thing. But you wouldn't have seen it because it was under the top. Yeah. Oh, well. And then a lot of crap from the inside is taken out. The interior stuff. Plastic pieces are over here. Yeah, so I'll switch it over to the sander and see what I can see what it looks like. Maybe I'll go and look online and see if most people just take that filler right off. Because it looks like I'm going to have to by the looks of it. Alright, so got into doing some of the sanding and crap and pulling out this body filler to see what happened. And this isn't a factory thing, obviously, with this much body filler anyways. It wouldn't do that. It'd be straight. So here we go. It looks like we got evidence of a rear-end collision. And they had to cut the metal or something to bring it back together, pinch it back and make it straight. Because the back end probably bent down. I'm sure they were able to straighten the frame out. But all that body filler that's been coming off, I mean, it's just in a perfect spot, where I would think, because it continues around the back here. Show you the driver's side here. Same idea, right? Same spot, and then there's a piece that's it's as if it pulled apart or it bent it enough that they had to cut it to straighten it back out, because it continues along the top of the window. I do remember looking at the paperwork that we got from the ministry, and there was one issue, but it didn't say what it was for insurance-related claims. And we couldn't figure out what it was. It just said an issue or discrepancy or whatever with the clear title kind of thing. It's never been written off or anything else, but it obviously has been repaired. So the frame looks pretty straight. I was underneath with the flashlight, or with the work light there, and I didn't see any sort of evidence of a bent car anywhere. They did a really good job at straightening everything. but you can see exactly where this has been filled in here. And then it's all metal underneath my hand here. And it's all filler up and top along the top of the window. And you can actually see right where the filler sits. And there's rust underneath it. So somewhere along the line they didn't dry this out before they put filler. Oh well. I'm going to take it all off and see what we can do. Take the body down to somewhere anyways to get it sandblasted or media blasted or something. So we can see the actual damage to the car. Well, there shouldn't be a bunch. It looks like they did an okay job, but it's just way too much filler on there. It looked funny. Alright, I'll show you what I'm talking about here real quick. Just throw you up here somewhere. Don't fall on me now. And somebody needs to be buying me a tripod. I don't know if that'll help. That works. I don't have much in the way of battery. But if you watch this area right here, I'll just dig into it and you'll see how much filler there is in it. Almost a quarter-inch of filler on this thing, so just pop that shit off. But it goes the length of the top of the window. It's almost as if they had to pinch it and weld it back together. And you can see the metal down here overhangs the back piece. So I don't know if the top is new. I don't think so. I think they just cut it and then refastened it, which is why there's such a difference in height, because the top of the roof would have been pinched more, so when they just pinched it down, they might have just thrown an extra piece in, welded it up, sanded it down, and put some filler in it. That's my guess. I would say hypothesis, but it's not educated. Anyways, if you like what you're seeing, there's going to be more to come, so for sure, like, share, and subscribe, and leave me comments. Tell me what you think. I got a lot more work to do. See ya.